I got it in my bag, got it in my bag. Block chain, my block chain. You know I got it in my bag. On the block chain.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? Right back at you on the BLOC Chain Podcast Show. Extra special guest, you know what I'm saying? A legend. Y'all see it, man. Special Ed, man. Salute, bro.
Peace. Salute all. Yes, indeedy. We here. We in the building.
That's it, King. And salute to the 50th year hip hop too, man. Cause listen, I don't know where I'd be if it wasn't for hip hop, man. Like, and you one of the brothers that kept me going too. I can't lie, brother.
Absolutely, man. I mean, lyrics are made to inspire. And when I make records, that's what I plan on doing. You know, I plan to inspire and sometimes to amuse too, but always to inspire.
Yeah, that's goal. That's the goal. You know what I mean? And hip hop got to get back there. You know what I'm saying? Because I know. You know, a lot of artists, they trying to inspire, but just they doing it in the wrong. I ain't gonna say the wrong way, but they could be doing it in some better ways. They could be doing it. You know what I mean? And helping to inspire. You know what I'm saying? And get that motivation.
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of incentive for different messaging, and
right.
And a lot of the younger artists are, you know, they're excited by the bag, and the bag comes with certain responsibilities. So we just have to understand that and how it works on our people and our minds.
Facts.
And our children.
Facts. That's a fact, man, because it's a pro and con to everything. You know what I'm saying? And you got to always weigh them pros and cons, and you got to see what's about. You know, man, you said you got a good point, bro. Listen, man, because, you know, we all about the moment, you know, monetizing in the moment, getting the most out of the moment. And like you said, that obviously come with the bag, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what kind of dictate how people move, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, obviously, like, you know, we all need the bag and we all chasing the bag. But listen, like, let's start putting a couple of other values ahead of that. You know what I'm saying? That could switch up. That will switch up, you know what I'm saying? The mindset, you know what I'm saying, moving forward. So that's key that you said that.
Absolutely. The industry has probably changed about 5 times since I've been in it alone. You know, from medium to what type of format the music comes in, to how it's sold, to how it's monetized. You know, so we just have to pay attention and kind of flow with the times, because you know, you can't be out there right now selling vinyl on the street. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole schematics to this industry.
Feel me?
and it's by design. So we just have to keep up with the times.
You gotta keep up with the times, yeah, man. Ain't no more Amadou out in NYC, you know what I'm saying? Go get your CDs and all that good shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember that. I was entrenched in that culture, you know what I'm saying? I was out there flipping tables on Canal Street, on Flatbush Avenue, Fulton Street. Like, I used to go and inspect and look for my CDs on the table.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I take CDs off the table, bro, clear it up.
That's it, man.
That's the culture I come from. So, you know, now it's a lot different. We don't have to deal with that. It's done differently. You know what I'm saying? And even the black market is different. So, you know, we just have to keep a watch, like I say, you know?
Yeah, no, that's a fact, though. Because, yeah, man, this shit came a long way from then to, like, streaming and all this shit now, and these different platforms, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, where the artists kind of don't know. I mean, it's kind of like beneficial, but it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because it's like, it's kind of beneficial. It puts you more on the map. But then like Snoop said, you know what I mean, a few weeks ago, a couple of months ago, whenever it was, like, he don't even know, like, the cash flow or the flows, the stream, the flow of the stream and the revenue, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't even know what it is. He just know what they telling him and the percentage they telling him. So, like,
right. It was unbeknownst to us, unregulated, unsanctioned, and unapproved. Like, nobody said that we would be accepting of the new schematics and monetization metrics. Like, they just made that up amongst the owners of the platforms, amongst the owners of record labels that got involved in streaming. We had no say in how that went down, and actually, there's no real permissions involved right now. So we just have to determine whether or not we are in agreement with what is happening, and see whereas we can implement our own strategies and our own schematics so that we can monetize things on our own, because there's no independence in any of that right now.
Nah.
You either going through one of the platforms that currently exists, or you just don't do it at all. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to take a look at that and see how we can become more involved ourselves in the actual platforms and the monetization of streaming.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, it's not no middle ground. You know what I'm saying? It's either one or the other. You know what I mean? And yeah, like that's what I love about Web3. You know what I mean? Because it brings that leverage to the playing field. So like, be able to have these different platforms, whether AI platforms, AI tools, you know what I'm saying, different Web3 tools that we're able to implement in our career, you know what I mean, in our regular day life, really, you know what I'm saying, that's allowing us to be able to, not to say be competition, but, you know what I mean, to not operate such as like the little dog mom and pops, you know what I'm saying, because that's what this technology is for. It's for the little guys being able to enhance whatever it is they doing, to be able to sustain with the big dogs, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's just to be a part of the game and be on the playing field.
Facts.
Be in the playing field. They need to understand like there's smart contracts and things that you know, digitally encrypted, so that no matter where your music is going or gone, you are attached to it and you'll get, you know, monetization from it. You know, so they have to understand how that works as well. I think a lot of people just signing up, click with whatever, and think that this is the best thing happening, when in fact it's really not. You know what I'm saying? It's just the only option that's been presented to you that you understand. You know
exactly.
So it's about getting a deeper understanding of what is happening and how do we control that, or how do we affect change in that.
Yeah, no, that's a fact, bro. Because that need to be one of the things in hip hop. Is like, you know, let's take it from making brands cool to helping build these brands and be a part of it, you know what I'm saying, and have equity, you know what I'm saying, and have certain different options, you know what I mean, whether stock options, whatever it may be, crypto options that, you know what I mean, allow the creative that's helping to build and spread the word, you know what I'm saying, benefit and reap the rewards as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why I don't say no brand names. I never have.
Right.
I wasn't into the shouting brand. Ain't no free advertising over here. That's
nah.
not what we about. So since the beginning, you can go ahead and go back and listen. I don't drop brand names because that's free advertising. And if you're not benefiting, or you don't have a contract or endorsement contract with those brands, then you know you doing free labor. You like a free commercial out here.
You did, yeah, making them millions, if not billions.
Exactly, and that's what hip hop has been doing. And they don't say anything because it's to their benefit. They don't have to pay for that marketing and advertising, where normally they would pay millions of dollars for marketing and advertising.
Exactly.
But you throw it in a record, you get these kids to say it, and you know your brand is being exponentially promoted.
That's it, man. And next thing you know, that's it. That's all they want. Like, the man is way the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, and then you have no say or value in the brand at all. You know what I'm saying? You're just a free commercial.
Free commercial, no equity, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, man, we gotta change that mind state. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of things that we didn't know before that we know now, that we just gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? Moving forward and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, bro. But I wanted to ask you though, like from coming from the ADATs and like reels and error and shit. Now saying that motherfucker just go like boop, click that button and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your take on it, bro? Because like you was there from the essence, from the ground, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was taught when we had to stripe with SMPTE, and we had to MIDI up like 5 different machines just to make one beat and have it flowing consistently. And then, from the 24-track 2-inch reels to mixing down the 1/4-inch reel to reel to splicing with a razor and tape, you know. And I mean, prior to that, you know, everybody did the pause tapes, the cassettes, and then we even had the splice cassettes too when they popped. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's just about knowing where we came from, and now it's all digital. So when we used to buy equipment, those are just plugins now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We used to have to buy a whole machine for $1,500, and now it comes in a plug-in that you just download for a couple of dollars, and you can have like everything a major recording studio has right in your laptop.
Facts. And then on top of that, you had to go search for it, bro. You had to go down to 42nd or 14th or wherever it was. You had to go search for it in the music store. Like, it was a real whole
Guitar
process.
Center.
Guitar Center.
Not to name drop, but those was really where we got our equipment from.
Facts.
And and now I'm kind of wondering, well, what do those stores do? I know they still have live instrumentation and people still play instruments, but as far as recording equipment, it's a whole new world. It's a whole new game. Like, any piece you could buy is online. It's a digital replica of that piece.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? From keyboards to sound modules to effects to outboard gear, anything, an equalizer, anything from the simple to the most complex is all digitized now.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That's key that you said that too, man, because that's why, like, musicians, artists, whoever you are, like, y'all should understand that. Like, if technology, you know what I'm saying, already took the audio side of it and already done digitized the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know where everything else going, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the digital way, digital assets is the way. So, like, you know what I'm saying, whether you on board or not, right now, like, you need to just go do some research on it, you know what I'm saying? Because the thing right now, like, we ain't trying to tell y'all nothing or sell y'all nothing, you dig? But what I'm saying is like this, like, at least be educated on it, you know what I'm saying? At least don't be behind the fucking curve when the ball drop and then you like, oh shit, oh, like, right? Like, at least get educated on it right now, you know what I'm saying? Because the main thing is that, you don't want to be behind that curve when technology just, shift the economy and just way of life on us.
Absolutely. And that's what's happening right now, because a lot of people are ignoring it. And what they do is they just go click and sign up with the service that exists when they don't know that, you can build a platform. You can get into the game. You can have equity and stake in this. You just have to understand that and understand how it's being done, what is being done. No,
that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, because the technology, Web3, excuse me, it take the fan, the consumer, whatever you want to call them. It take him or her. It take them from being just the average fan or consumer to, being a boss. Having some equity, having some type of value or percentage in the company, to being more than just a gamer, and you could be a developer. You know what I'm saying? So now, instead of even just playing these games, you can start developing these games through this technology. And there's platforms right now that's allowing artists to give incentives, aka utilities, that is going to be able to grow their career bigger and better than a major label essentially would be able to do, you know what I'm saying, without the overhead and all the expenses, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of the red tape, of course.
Right. Well, they slowly leaking it out piece by piece. They like spoon feeding us with it when they already have the technology in place. Oh yeah. They just giving it to us one piece at a time, and so we can figure it out.
Got to, yeah, they got to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's going over a lot of people's heads, you know what I'm saying? But that's why, education is key, and we all got access to this internet right now. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to take advantage of it, you know what I mean? Take your ass to YouTube University if you got to, you know what I'm saying?
They have to also understand that your name and your likeness and your intellectual property is of most importance, and it is being monetized. So while you're on social media, you're creating content for them to make revenue, and you getting pennies on the dollar, if you're monetizing, because you may not even be monetizing. You may be just up there giving it all away.
That's a fact. That's
and putting it all up. So everyone is turning into content creators by default because of social media. In the meantime, social media is monetizing all your content. Audio, video, everything. So we need to understand that, man. And unfortunately, a lot of the youth just jump on the bandwagon for popularity and fame and likes and clicks, not understanding the monetization involved in it.
Yeah, you got to understand it because it's a business. I mean, it's a business, and data is that's a big business right now. You know what I'm saying? So the key,
yes, all business, even from the time media started, from the time they turned on the first television. If you notice, all video contains audio, and it is all intellectual property. And right now, while it's all being streamed, it's all digital assets. It's all property to be monetized. So, you know, just understanding that alone, you know, can empower people. And then once they understand how and get into the smart contracts and things of that nature, I think we'll all step up a little bit. But for right now, we're just empowering the giants.
Oh yeah. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I mean? And that there we man, we gotta just leverage that playing field as much as possible. You know what I mean? But I wanted to ask you too, like as far as it being obviously being the social media era right now, with like which era is better than you? Like pre-social media or now?
I tell you, social media gives the opportunity to learn, to instantly access and instantly communicate across the planet. If I had social media when I was coming out, you know, things would have gone differently. The thing now is to understand how to use it and utilize it properly.
Facts.
As opposed to just being abused by it.
Facts. Yeah.
Because you can sign up for services and they're the ones, you know, getting the lion's share, and you waiting for your pennies to arrive in the mail or go into your account. You know, you just have to understand that if we started back then, by now it'd be a whole different ball game. But I do think that it does empower and gives the users and the creators instant access. Like, the only thing though is there's no process. So there's no censorship. There is no control over what is being outputted, what is being said, and what is being done.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is destructive. So that's what we're going to want to keep our eye on, is the destructive nature of a lot of this content. And we have to have self-control as a people, as a culture. We cannot feed into the frenzy, feed into the emotional aspect of all of this, because social media is also designed to affect you emotionally. It affects your psyche, your emotion. As you scroll, as you open up your phone, as you get on social media, like, it's all strategically designed to captivate.
That's a fact. And they're doing a good job, and it's addictive. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's a part of it. It's a digital drug. Yeah.
I seen bro. Forgot his name, man. He was like, it's supposed to be like an instant, you know what I mean? Gram of dopamine.
Yeah.
When you go on there, like, you know.
Yeah, because you have those chemicals already within you, and it's activated by emotions, by what you see, by what you hear. You know what I'm saying? So as you scrolling, it's working your chemical composition.
Facts.
Yeah, bringing out all kinds of anxiety, all kinds of distress, all kinds of anger, and sometimes joy. What they do is they teeter with your emotions up and down. Yeah. It's like feeding you intravenously.
Facts.
You have to learn. You have to learn to separate yourself from what you're seeing. You know, you have to know how to control your own, you know, emotions and mentality.
You got to. You need that discipline, because they take you on that emotional roller coaster for sure.
Absolutely. That's all it's about, is an emotional roller coaster, to get them dopamines going and get that body, get that system flowing.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. So it's like, we got to take all this into account too when we're doing whatever we're doing, rather than just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's think before we do something, and or at least just, you know what I mean, put a little bit of common sense to it, if anything.
Yeah, I think more people need to start speaking on that part, start speaking on the mental health aspects. And actually, I have an organization called Special Ed Arts and Literacy. Right. And we begin to go into that sort of stuff. we have these modules that I call the Knowledge Cipher, where we go on and we have an open platform. We discuss areas of interest and topics that we also want to know about, and openly discuss it with the public. And we have people sit in. We actually have one coming up. It's this month as well. I believe it's on the 17th. I just have to check, but I will promote it and I will put up some notice. But basically, this one is on mental health.
Right.
So we're going to cover a lot of these issues and speak about it.
Nah, that's key, man. Especially men's mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something, you know, that we don't talk about a lot, you know what I mean, amongst each other, or even with our best friends and our family. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of shunned upon, you know what I mean, in our community and our culture. So yeah, man, we gotta that's key, man, because we're going through a lot, especially right now. You know what I'm saying? This time in this era, like, everybody got a lot on their plate, a lot on their shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Men and women. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like the mental health. Yeah,
we're being emotionally manipulated by media with no real understanding of how it works or what it's doing to us. In the meantime, we're all feeling the effects. I mean, you can see the effects on social media. You can see what's happening. People are recording it. Anything happens, instead of people stopping it or trying to help a situation, they pull out their phones.
They pull out that phone and
get
recording.
It from every angle. Yeah. So we have to understand, man, like, it's real serious right now, because it's part of mind control. It's a part of media control. And we need to understand that so that we can better adapt and better control ourselves, our children. And they need to really understand what's going on too, because they don't have the developed mind as an adult to know exactly what is happening to them and why. They just go out there and react based on what they counter, right? And that can end up in a lot of sticky situations.
Oh yeah, a lot of sticky situations. Yeah, that's why we gotta start thinking first. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start thinking first. You know what I mean? And, you know, help to change the trajectory in hip hop. You know what I mean? Help to change the trajectory in hip hop, and that starts like with the lyrics and just the message, like you said. You know what I mean? Let's get back to some of the messages. You know what I mean? That's really inspiring, really motivating. You know what I'm saying? And bringing us together, even though we all know that's not what will bring the dollars in for the big boys. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it could still be a wave.
Yeah, just a little more consciousness and a little more understanding, because it ain't really about the big boys right now. It's about us as a people. You know what I'm saying? We're not here to empower, some major organization or company. We're here to empower ourselves. We're here to grow as a culture, as a people, and we're here to raise our children, man, with some common decency, some sensibility, you know what I'm saying, some sense of economic understanding, so that they can move forward and grow and become, generational wealth is what we all seek. So that's what we need to lean towards, the understanding of generational wealth and not just frivolous behavior.
Facts, bro. Nah, that's key too. And I heard not a lot, but I heard a few people like, oh, yo, I've heard people talking about generational wealth, like, trying to like bad talk it. But listen, it's like this. Okay, yeah, we're not going to necessarily get to maybe generational wealth where we maybe even see it right now in our lifetime. But should that stop us from wanting to work towards it in our family and teaching it to our children and the kids? Like, moving forward, you know what I'm saying? So that they moving forward, you know what I'm saying, with these philosophies, like, you know what I'm saying? Because if we had these tools to move forward with and philosophies to move forward with, you know what I'm saying, in our generation, then yeah, like, we might be further now. But the point about it is that, each generation is supposed to be better than the next. I mean, better than the prior. You know what I'm saying? So let's give them the access and the tools, you know what I'm saying, everything, gems, everything we need that they need, you know what I'm saying, to live this shit out, you know what I'm saying? So
I commend the youth, man, because they doing the knowledge, they doing the research, they having their own opinions, they breaking these generational curses that we have on us, man. Like, they are actually stopping and taking a moment to understand and process and question
Yeah.
And that's the most important thing you could do, because if you just go along with everything that has been in place, then we just going to continue to be, you know, in place.
Same cycle.
Right. So they are breaking these, you know, generational curses, and they are questioning what is and why, and they are doing research. They're educating themselves, which is important, because we didn't have the internet to access any information. Anything we wanted, we had to pick up a big ass book and look it up. An encyclopedia or a big ass dictionary. Facts. Or, you know, possibly a publication that was lying to us anyway. But now these kids have the opportunity to cross-reference material from all over the world, cross-reference historical data. You know what I'm saying? So do the knowledge. And I implore all children, all youth, to question things, ask questions, and do the research. You want to know something? Ask your smartphone. You know what I'm saying? You want to, and don't just go by the results that you see. Cross-reference several several resources and form your own opinion based on what you find, because a lot of that material will also be censored, and they have a lot of propaganda put there as real information. So you have to be able to determine that, because you may Google something and the first 1,000 results is all fabrication. So you have to understand, man, like what you're reading, how valid that is, where that source material is derived from. You know what I'm saying? Who put that out? You know what I'm saying? The fact checkers, you know what I'm saying? The original authors. You understand? So
that's
it's just
key.
about understanding that.
No, that's key, bro.
Don't believe everything. Man. Don't believe everything you see either. With all this AI, don't believe everything you read. Read enough to form your own opinion. That's what I have to say. But the kids are pretty apt. They pretty adapt to it. They in tune with it, and they know how to do their research. They know how to dig up some information.
They do.
So,
they do. They're utilizing that technology, right? I can't lie, like, you know what I'm saying? Because they got the power in the palm of their hand. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all do, you know what I mean? But they growing up with it. So it's like, man, like, utilize it, maximize that shit as much as possible. You know what I mean? I love what they're doing too, you know what I mean? It's just even like in many different areas, like even politics over the last few years and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They've been active, you know what I mean? They've been using their voice, you know what I'm saying? And the technology, you know what I mean, to get their point across. So I damn sure salute them, you know what I mean, moving forward. And then I salute you too, bro. I see you working with a lot of the youth, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to just get to the kids and let them know rather than just, you know, telling them, like you're showing them.
Yeah, man. Special Ed Arts and Literacy. We call it SEAL. It's sealartsandliteracy.org. And my whole mission is, you know, my life story is my testament. I go out there and I teach the youth about what I have endured, what I have experienced since I came into the industry at the age of 15. I recorded my whole album at 15 years old.
Sheesh.
And when it was released, I was 16 years old. You know, going on, it took me like a whole year of bouncing back and forth in court after my record was done. So imagine sitting around and you know you got a hot album and you ready to put it out there, but you got to wait a whole year because you got to go to court. You got to see a judge. You got to get permission. You got to get permission granted for you to actually do what you're doing, because you're not 18 years of age. You can't make those decisions legally. You can't sign documents legally. So I went through that. I share my story. And then the people that tried to take advantage and did take advantage, I mean, of a child. Legally, I was a minor. So you have companies, corporations, individuals, record labels out here taking advantage of children. And this is historical. This is what they do. They don't sign vets and mature artists that understand the business. They sign children that don't know no better, and they drag them. You know what I'm saying? So I share my story with the youth everywhere I go, so that they can know better and they can do better and they can get into better situations, you know. So I just use my story as a testament. You know, I go out, I mentor, I do motivational speaking, keynote speaking. You know, I just share my story as a child musician that had to go through it. You know what I'm saying? And if that's my contribution, then that's my contribution. I don't mind. Like the money man press and make at the Mint, that's not my greatest joy. That's not what motivates me and pushes my life forward. You know what I'm saying? It's the people around me, the people in my life, my family, love, you know what I'm saying? Concern, care, real things, not paper. Like anything is paper is a material. You understand it? You have to understand that concept. It's just like going from vinyl to what is now IP. You feel me? Digital assets. It's the same concept. Y'all harping on money, this money that they pressing that's soon gonna be obsolete because bricks and all that stuff going on, and they, you know, the US dollar really is not holding too much weight right now with the rest of the world. So we got to understand what's going on there as well, monetarily, financially, economically. It's serious right now, and we need to really understand that.
Yeah, that brick situation is looking like it's evolving quicker than anybody thinking right now. And yeah, man, it ain't looking good for the US dollar at all, man.
Well, the people of this planet have had enough. They've had enough of the tyranny, or enough of the rule, enough of the control, and enough of the terrorism, bro. It's like it's straight terrorism.
Facts. You know what I mean? And that's the importance to it, is Web3 thing, you know what I mean? We move as a DAO. You know what I mean? Decentral autonomous organization. So it's no hierarchy. You know what I mean? It's a vote of the people. You know what I'm saying? Where the people matter, where the people benefit and reap the rewards. You know what I'm saying? Where the people own, you know, their own data, their own intellectual property, guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can be able to analyze your own data and dictate, you know what I'm saying, how you're going to monetize that instead of, you know, a third party doing it for you. And you're not even reaping the rewards, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Because when they pay y'all
on the dollar,
right, they give you
a fraction of a penny. We going down to a fraction of a penny. How the fuck that work? Like,
all right, let's cut that penny up in 4 ways. Like,
right, let's cut that penny in 10.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and the people are accepting of it. So you just gotta be open to be accepting of, man, listen, how would it be if I even just try this shit out over here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you might just like it, you know what I mean? You might just benefit from it, you know what I mean? It might just change your life and your career, you know what I'm saying, for the upside. You know what I mean? Take a chance, though. But that's the one thing, you know, you got to take a chance on this technology and just moving forward. You got to take a chance on yourself, you know what I'm saying? Those are the 2 biggest things you could ever do in your life.
Absolutely. Invest in yourself, man. It doesn't cost a lot now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a lot of services, there's a lot of apps, there's a lot of technology in place where things don't cost as much as they used to, because they've cut straight to it. They cut the chase, cut the middleman.
That's it.
Yeah,
man,
you just have, yeah, man.
Yeah, the middleman out of here, red tape out of here, all them regular, usual, traditional boundaries out of here, ceiling and roof, shit going. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, just think outside the box, because it ain't no motherfucking box. And that's crazy too, right? Because we so used to and accustomed to, it's like second nature for a lot of people to think outside the box. But now, what happens when you take the box away? And you got to think outside the box now. You know what I'm saying? And this is where we at right now.
It's a whole universe out here.
Whole universe out here, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to take advantage. You got to take advantage of it. I wanted to ask you too, because, you know, I know hip hop is like everybody touring, like, you know, touring and all that's back. Everybody doing their shows. Yeah, all over the place right now. Like, what you think is the like the state of hip hop right now, and its 50th year anniversary, that is? Yeah,
well, in my opinion, man, it's a lot of appropriation happening. It's a lot of people that really are not vested in hip hop, or really have not participated fully in hip hop, but they want to reap the benefits and the rewards of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of false prophets. It's a lot of people that claim to be for the people,
Oh yeah.
And are not. You understand? It's a lot of people that are milking the economics of this industry and not empowering anyone.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. They don't even want to pay the artists. You know what I'm saying? They just want everything for free while they get all the money.
That's a fact.
And what do they do with it? You understand? They got companies that are not in the culture. They just make money off the culture, from the culture.
Yeah.
You understand? They were not there 50 years ago, or 40 or 30 or even 20. Some of these people just popped up, and now they want to celebrate, they want to lead, and they're not really leaders. They're enablers. They're you know, it's frustrating, but after this year, let's see what happens then, because you won't have a gimmick. You won't have a 50-year to boast about. Now let's see where your loyalty lies. Let's see what you do for others. For the last 20, 30 years, man, I've been empowering others. I've been providing avenues and pathways for others. I've been providing revenue for others, man. I provided so much money for different artists just through booking alone.
Yeah,
I've been booking artists for over 20 years, so they know. Yeah, they know when I call, I'm calling them because I got money for them. You know what I'm saying? I have opportunities for them. You know what I'm saying? I can help their families. I can help them. That's what I do. That's all I do.
That's it.
I don't have an interest in self-gain. I can do that on my own. Like a rat can grab some food and go run in the corner and eat. And not share. You know what I'm saying? You can. Rats do that all day. But can you empower others? Can you put a meal in front of a man so he can feed his family?
Sheesh.
You understand? Can you empower a woman so that she can take care of her children? Let's talk about that part. That's what I do. That's what I provide to my people. Opportunity and economic gain. That's what I do. That's in my nature.
That's it, bro.
So that's the mentality we need to have, instead of me, I, self. You feel me? And that's a lot. That's the attitude a lot of people have.
A lot.
Me, mine, I. And that's not hip hop.
Yeah, that ain't hip hop. Ain't no iron team, you know what I'm saying? Like,
at all. And with the 50th hip hop being said, you know, I would like to shout out Guru from Gangstar. I would like to shout out Ecstasy from Houdini. I would like to shout out Buffy and Prince Marky D from the Fat Boys. I would like to shout out Kango Kid, rapper from UTFO. I would like to shout out Scott LaRock from BDP.
Scott LaRock.
Man, I would like to shout out Big Pun from the Terror Squad. It's so many artists out there that I don't hear about, and they have literally given their lives to this culture. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to DMX. Shout outs to all, man, just in the last few years as well. Biggie. Yes, indeed, man. Like, this is real. Shout outs to Tupac.
Pac, of
you know
course.
50th year hip hop. Let's celebrate our fallen soldiers, you know, that have given their lives for this culture. Did we forget already? Or do we only remember when we on a stage and, you know, somebody plays a song? What about these times? What about the pivotal, monumental moments in this culture?
That's a fact.
Yeah, we need to recognize and what about their families? What's up? Shout outs to Sean P. What about their families? You understand? The families that are still here. Shout outs to Biz Markie. I love you, big bro. The list goes on. It's serious out here. And you know, I just want to shout those people out because a lot of those people were influential. Oh, shout out to Jimmy Spicer. because he was one of my most influential artists on the planet. And he was from Brooklyn.
Salute. Yeah,
Brooklyn
super rhyme,
man. Mm-hmm. Shout out Jimmy Spicer, man. Salute. Happy 50th.
That's it, man. Yeah, man. I don't know where I would be at without hip hop, man. It should save my life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, man, damn, I want to jump back into. Damn, I ain't know you were 16 when I Got It Made came out and shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I was still in high school.
Damn, bro. How was that shit, bro?
It was surreal to an extent, but I was always on the ground because I'm from the hood. So I'm taught already to analyze properly and don't underestimate and don't float off. Stay on the ground.
Mm-hmm,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because it can happen. It can always happen any day. It's how you move. The level of respect you have for others, the love you have for others that kept me all these years. I walk everywhere by myself if I'm by myself, and I don't walk in fear. I don't do the security. I haven't had a security since the first album or since them days. I move how I move, you know what I'm saying? And I move justly, I move righteously, and that's how come I'm here. You know what I'm saying? That's why people regard me in the way that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not out here fronting. Yeah, I make some music and I entertain you, but I'm not out here fronting like I'm above you. I'm not out here fronting like, I'm playing the game. I'm not playing the game. This ain't no game. Real life.
That's it, bro. It's real life, man. Yeah, man. Coming from the hood, from BK, Brooklyn, man. Man, teach you some things real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Just yesterday, what I do to ground myself. I walk through Flatbush. I walk through Brownsville. I walk through East New York. I walk through Coney Island, with my 2 feet. You feel me?
Facts. You got to. Feet on the ground, boots on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Nah, that's fire. Boots on the ground all day. You know what I mean? Oh, you just had that joint up at the Coney Island Amphitheater too and all that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm talking about. I had about maybe 12 acts on that ticket, and this is what I do. You understand? Right. This is what I do. I provide opportunity for others.
That's a fact, bro. That's blessed. That's blessed, man.
So City Parks blessed me with the opportunity because I've been, I fostered a relationship with them over the years and let them know what my intent was, what I do, and what my personal goals were. Facts. And they gave me the opportunity to curate 2 Summer Park concerts this year. One we just did in Coney Island. The lineup was incredible. People, I was able to bless a lot of people and include them in the celebration of the Hip Hop 50, where some people ain't even thinking about them. You understand? They only thinking about the top tier of artists, so that they can make the most money off the people. Vampires. They out here overcharging the public to celebrate hip hop.
Yeah, man. The vultures is out, man.
The vultures is out, absolutely. So, with that being, I have Uptown Marcus Garvey Park. I'm doing a native tongue tribute. Rest in peace, Chris Lighty. And he was one of the inspirations and the reasons why I decided to do that. Right. And Uncle Red Alert, just paying homage
to what he said. Come on, man. Shout out to Video Music Box. Shout out to Uncle Ralph too, man. Listen, I don't know where I would be without you, bro.
Yes, indeed,
man.
Absolutely.
That's crazy, man. And that's good though that you. I'm glad that you took that stance too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about hip hop is about the essence. You know what I'm saying? So it's certain different. It's certain different lanes in this shit, you know what I'm saying? And every lane that was ever represented in hip hop, needs to be represented this year, bro. So you can't take, you know, people that might make the most money on the bill and then just don't add or include people that are the essence that help put this together, that got this culture, this community, you know what I'm saying, this market, this industry to where it's at.
That's right. That's why I just spread love, man. It's the Brooklyn way. That's it. That's all I can do, man. I can't be responsible for what those other people are doing. You know what I'm saying? I can just be responsible for what I do and my behavior and my actions.
That's it, brother. Yeah, that's man. Like, that's it, man. What we can do is be accountable for our own actions. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? To be able to help ourselves, but of course we got to touch others, because y'all know that's the Web3 mentality, man. We're not just about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We're about helping and impacting others, and we're also about being able to lead the way, the correct way. You know what I mean? Because we're here to change the narrative, guys. You know what I'm saying? And yo, man, my bro Special Ed even got a tech consulting company, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, like, he all in on this curve, you know what I'm saying? And he can even help y'all out with that. And that's key, though, bro, because you being a person that come from the different era to be able to still be able to teach and lead right now, that's key. Like, you know what I'm saying? That you even with the curve, you know what I'm saying? And not behind the curve, to be able to teach and still lead now in 2023, bro. So I just myself, I want to commend you on that, because that's big. That's something that, you know, that shit might go over people's heads, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard to stay relevant for a year, 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Especially right now. It's motherfuckers that we heard about 3 years ago. I can't remember their fucking name. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest, brody. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, to be able to consistently, especially over decades, you know what I'm saying, be relevant, you know what I'm saying, and not just be relevant, but have something to bring to the table, you know what I'm saying, and offer as well. Like, that's key, you know what I'm saying, and that's a serial entrepreneur, in case y'all don't know. Like,
yes, sir. Be a serial entrepreneur. That's what I've been doing since I was a child, bro. My first S Corp was in like '89. You know what I mean? Ooh. So I've been a CEO for over 30 years already, man. Like, seriously, like. And I've gone from S Corp to LLC to nonprofit, 501c3. So I've been through all the aspects and angles of entrepreneurship and leadership. You know what I'm saying? And that's important to understand, man. Yeah, man. So I appreciate this, man, just having the opportunity and the platform to educate and inform. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, brother.
That's really why I'm here. That's my whole goal now. I don't compete. I'm not out here for I'm not money grabbing. I'm not, you know, I'm not stealing. I'm not lying. I'm not doing what other people out here doing. I'm doing what I do. I live in my truth. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the only way. That's right. That's the only way I sleep at night. And that's the only way I know where I'm going. You feel me?
Yeah. And that's what keep your blessings coming too. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. That's right.
That's what keep, amen. That's what keep your blessings coming too. Because, you know, man, listen, man, we blessing others or helping others, you know what I'm saying? We getting helped in our blessings right back. And I mean, even if it's not from that same person, I mean, so, you know, you gotta, let's just rise higher. You know what I mean? Think bigger, guys. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Yo, bro, what's some advice you would give to, like, you know, anybody coming up right now in this time, especially with all this technology we got to take advantage of?
Educate yourself, man. Educate yourself. Really look into things, read, and not just read one thing on the subject. Read multiple articles, resource materials. Just read, educate yourself. Take classes if you must. There's so much online classes and courses you can get for free, and you can learn for free. So do that, man. Just educate yourself so that when you go out here empowered.
Empowered, man. That's the key, man. Empowered here, though. You know what I mean? We always think about empowered everywhere else. Like up here, like this. Y'all know this is a muscle, right? This is a muscle. You know what I'm saying? So when we flex these other muscles, where we can flex this muscle, we can exercise this muscle, should I say? Right. You know what I'm saying? So that we can flex it. You dig? So like, you know what I mean? That's what bro telling y'all, man. Go out there, do your research, do diligent research. You know what I'm saying? And man, listen, sky's the limit, man. Go for it. You know what I'm saying? For the 50th year hip hop, man, I want to salute you, brother. You know what I'm saying? For everything everything you brought to the table. You know what I'm saying? Putting Brooklyn on the map. You know what I'm saying?
Sir,
I know me,
you.
like, yeah, brother. And it's crazy because, matter of fact, man, let me shout out to Prospect Park, man. Because, man, bro, you made the park famous. And it's crazy, man. I grew up all in the park, man. I got so many fucking stories about Prospect Park. So the fact that you did that shit there, like, you know what I mean? That was legendary, bro. Like, you set the tone, you know what I'm saying? And it was like, yeah, man, like that don't need to go without being said, man. And a lot of people don't even, you know what I mean, include you, bro, where they need to, bro. Because listen, man, like, especially as far as New York and the East Coast concerned, bro, like, you had it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you held it down, you know what I'm saying? And listen, man, like I said, Video Music Box, man, listen, man, they did a lot. But the point about it is that me learning now, this whole time now, like, you was that young. You had your LLC and all that. And matter of fact, before we get out of here, matter of fact, where did you write that shit at?
My employees had health coverage, all that.
Oh, you had employees too? Oh shit!
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Shit.
The whole team. And
nice.
We did it professional. CPA, all that good stuff, man. We was professional.
That's fire, bro. Where was you at when you wrote that? You was in school, or you was like in the hood or something? Like when you
I lived in Flatbush, Brooklyn, man, right on Church at 31st, Fairview Place. And I used to write everywhere. I used to write at home, in school, while I'm walking around. I'm making shit up. I used to be out there with my team, just spitting, just going back and forth. I used to walk around the hood and just battle everybody, man.
Everybody, yeah. Shout out to Erasmus, you know what I mean? Shout out to Church Ave. Time I
got in E-Hall, I battled the nicest one there.
Facts.
Yeah, bro.
That's it, bro. Like,
that's the cloth I come from.
That's it, man. Come on, man. This is hip-hop history from a hip-hop legend, man. You know what I'm saying? The Flatbush way, man. Yes, sir, man. Listen, I'm not your idol, but I'm your highest. I'm the highest title, numero uno. I'm not a Puerto Rican, but I'm speaking so that, and niggas throw that shit, bro. Listen, man, don't even get me hyped, bro. Listen, man, listen. And shout out to all the Boricuas, too, you dig? Because, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all make New York what it is, too, man. Like, but nah, bro, listen, that shit was legendary, you know what I'm saying? Continued success, King, man. You know what I'm saying? Love everything you got going on, man. We here to support you in any way possible, you know what I'm saying? In real life, digitally, however we could do it, King. You know what I mean? What's your social media and all that for we get out of here on it?
At Special Ed on Twitter and at Special Ed Music everywhere else. It's at Special Ed Music. Just look, you're going to see me, or you're going to see an image or likeness of me.
That's it, my brother.
Yes,
you
sir.
already know, man. Continue paving the way, man. Salute, you know what I'm saying?
Salute.
Yes,
and thank y'all for having me, man. Y'all stay up, stay real.
That's it. On the BLOC Chain Podcast, make sure y'all tap that subscribe button. Hit us up in the comments if anything. Peace.